Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're tackling something really practical.
Hmm.
Everyday English you hear in the office.
Right.
We want this to be, a way for you to feel a bit more confident, more natural when you're talking to people at work.
Yeah. Whether it's like a huge company or just a small startup, these things come up.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
So we've been looking at a short English lesson that focuses right on this.
We have. And our goal really is to just pull out the most useful bits.
The key words, the phrases.
Yeah, the vocabulary, the expressions you hear all the time, and maybe untack them a little.
Right. So our mission for this deep dive, give you the language tools you need to, well, make your workday smoother, clearer.
Let's get into it. Some key vocabulary first.
Good idea. Stuff that kind of forms the bedrock of office talk.
Okay, so the lesson we looked at really flagged a few core words. First one, deadline.
Ah, deadline. We all know that one.
We do. But the example they gave was, I have a deadline to submit this report by Friday. And it just highlights how critical it is for actually getting projects done. It's that fixed point, isn't it?
It really is. It's so central. I mean, without deadlines, well, things might not happen.
Pretty much.
Have you ever noticed, though, how the feeling around a deadline can sometimes shift, depending on who you're talking to?
Oh, that's a really good point. Yeah. Like someone dealing with clients might see it as totally rigid, set in stone.
Because of external promises, yeah.
Exactly. Whereas maybe internally, sometimes there's a tiny bit more wiggle room, though, ideally not too much.
Ideally. It definitely shows why you need to be super clear when talking about them.
Absolutely. Clear communication is key there.
Okay, so that's deadline. What was next on the list?
Meeting room. Simple enough.
Yep.
The example. Let's go to the meeting room for the presentation. Straightforward.
It is. But it's more than just a room, isn't it? It represents, like, the hub.
Yeah, it's where collaboration happens, decisions get made, teams sync up, all that stuff.
The central nervous system? Kinda.
Mhm.
I sometimes wonder how usage varies. Some offices, the meeting rooms are booked solid. Others, you hardly see anyone in them.
Yeah, that probably reflects the company culture, right? How they communicate.
How so?
Well, a place that really values face-to-face meetings will use them constantly,
Makes sense.
whereas a team that's more spread out or uses more asynchronous comms might rely more on, virtual spaces, Zoom calls and the like.
Interesting point. Okay, was there one more keyword?
Yep, one more foundational one. Coworker.
Ah, the people you work with.
Exactly. The example was, my coworkers are really friendly and helpful. Simple definition, but it brings in the human side of work.
It really does. And the quality of those relationships with coworkers. That can make or break your experience, can it?
Oh, massively. Have you seen projects succeed almost because of strong coworker bonds?
Definitely. When people trust each other, feel supported.
Yeah, they're more willing to chip in, help out, go that extra bit further. It builds a sense of teamwork, shared purpose.
Totally agree. Okay, so that's some core vocab. Deadline, meeting room, coworker, useful stuff. Now, the lesson also had this short dialogue between Emma and Tom.
Right, yeah. This is where we see it all kind of come together in practice.
So what jumped out at you from that little exchange?
Well, what I noticed was how efficient it was, but also polite.
Okay.
Emma kicks it off with, "Morning, Tom. Did you see the email about today's meeting?"
Nice and casual, but straight to the point.
Exactly. No beating around the bush. It just assumes Tom got the email too, which, is usually a safe bet these days.
Yeah, fair assumption. And Tom's reply.
He says, "Morning. Yes, it's at 10 a.m. in the meeting room, right?"
So he confirms he saw it,
Yeah.
recalls the details.
And adds that little right at the end.
Yeah, what about that?
It's just a nice conversational touch, isn't it? It invites confirmation, makes sure they're aligned without sounding demanding.
Yeah, softer. Good point. Then Emma adds something else.
She does. That's right. And don't forget, the deadline for the budget report is tomorrow. The reminder.
Ah, yes, the crucial reminder. So necessary in busy workplaces.
Absolutely vital. We all juggle so much. A gentle nudge can be incredibly helpful.
It's true. And the way she says it, don't forget, it's direct, but doesn't sound accusatory.
No, I think because they started with that friendly morning, it sets the right tone. It feels helpful.
Right, context matters. And Tom's reaction is good, too.
Yeah, he says, "Oh, thanks for the reminder. I still need to finish the last section."
It was great. Like, oops, nearly forgot.
Exactly. It makes the reminder seem genuinely useful, and he explicitly thanks her, takes ownership.
Yeah, acknowledges it politely, doesn't get defensive. Then Emma offers help.
She does. No problem. Let me know if you need any help.
Simple, but really effective for teamwork.
Totally. It just fosters that supportive vibe. You know someone's got your back if you're stuck.
It can mean a lot. And Tom wraps it up nicely.
Will do. See you at the meeting. Quick, professional, closes the loop.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So, yeah, even in like, what, 6 lines,
Something like that.
you see clarity, politeness, collaboration, focus on deadlines and meetings. It's all there.
It really is a neat little example. Now, beyond that specific chat, the lesson also pulled out some other really useful phrases, kind of general purpose office expressions.
Yes.
Yeah.
These are the gold nuggets, I think, the phrases that help you navigate those everyday moments. First one was, I'm running a little late.
Ah, the classic. We've all been there.
So why is this phrase better than just, well, being late?
Well, it's brief. It gives a heads up without needing a whole long story.
Manages expectations.
Exactly. Shows you're considerate of the other person's time. It's just polite.
Much better than silence. Okay, next one. Let's touch base later. What's the scenario for this?
Touch base later is basically code for let's talk about this later when it's more convenient.
So, a polite postponement.
Yeah. Maybe you're busy right now. Maybe the hallway isn't the right place for the discussion. It sort of parks the conversation but promises to come back to it.
Right, so it's not just brushing someone off. You intend to follow up.
That's the implication, yeah. Then there's I'll get back to you. Similar vibe.
A little similar, but distinct. I'll get back to you is more like, I've heard you, I need to check something or do something, and then I'll give you the answer or update.
Ah, okay. So it buys you time but confirms you've taken the request on board.
Exactly. It's crucial for managing expectations, especially if you can't answer immediately. Stops you giving a rushed, maybe wrong answer.
Very useful. Okay, another one was a question. Can we schedule a quick call?
In our world of overflowing inboxes, why this?
Sometimes typing it all out takes ages, or there's a risk of misunderstanding in text.
Right. Tone is hard in email.
Exactly. A quick call, 5-10 minutes, can often sort things out much faster, get clarification, bounce ideas. It's about picking the right tool for the job.
Efficiency and clarity. Makes sense. Okay, last one from the lesson. Let's take this offline.
Ooh, yeah. This one's usually for group situations, right? Like a meeting.
Yeah. Tell me more.
So imagine you're in a meeting and a discussion between two people starts getting really detailed, or maybe it only affects them or it's a bit sensitive.
Okay.
Someone might say, okay, interesting point, but let's take this offline, meaning let's you two discuss this privately later so the rest of us can get back to the main agenda.
Ah, so it protects the group's time. Keeps the meeting on track.
Exactly. It's a way to handle specific issues without derailing the whole meeting, respectful of everyone else's time.
These phrases really are like the social lubricant of the office, aren't they?
That's a good way to put it. They really do smooth over interactions. Mastering them can genuinely make a difference.
Make you feel more confident, sound more natural.
Definitely.
Okay, so let's try and wrap this up. For you, the listener, what are the main things to pull from this deep dive?
I think the core message is don't underestimate the power of this everyday language.
Right.
Getting comfortable with that basic vocabulary, deadline, meeting room, coworker, and then practicing these common phrases.
Like touch base or I'll get back to you.
Exactly. It can really boost your confidence, make your English just sound more, well, fluent and natural in that work setting.
Whether you're grabbing a coffee or in a formal presentation.
These little phrases help you fit in, communicate clearly, and just, handle things professionally.
Absolutely. So here's a final thought to leave you with. Think about your next work day. Could you try using just one or two of these phrases deliberately? See how it feels? Maybe I'll get back to you instead of scrambling for an answer, or suggesting you take something offline in a meeting.
Yeah, just try weaving one in. See the effect.
And maybe think about other situations too. What other tricky little moments pop up at work where having the right, simple English phrase ready could make things, I don't know, just a bit easier for you? Something to ponder.